weather alert.
Speaking of storms, earlier this week, Annie, you and Brandon went out to speak to some Monte Casino kindergartners about storm safety, right?
Julie, we had such a great time, too. Oh, this is great. This is the first time I'm seeing the footage. I think Brandon and I had just as much fun.
Well, that's what it's about, right?
It's all
Teaching
about
kids about safety in a fun way.
That's exactly what we did, Julie. And here we're demonstrating what we're doing with it. If you're outdoors and playing outdoors and you hear thunder and you need to get inside to avoid that. So this is kind of what we're demonstrating. So they're roaring. So when thunder roars, you go indoors.
And I bet they like it when Brandon's messing your hair up there with the balloon, too.
Believe it or
See
not,
the electricity.
I love this. Some kids were saying, we want to see Brandon's hair in that balloon.
Yes, who wouldn't want to see Brandon's hair messed up? I'd like to see his hair messed up. It's always perfect.
I mean, but here I am. I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's do it. We had a blast, though, and we really appreciate the kids letting us come out there and speak to them on behalf of that severe weather. Now, for our area, I'm glad we had that talk because we do have some severe weather in the area later on today. Not now. We do have cloud coverage right now in the area, and we're staying dry at this time. Winds have started to pick up ever so slightly out of the south ahead of this line of showers and storms. No, this is not the severe line. We do see a few showers isolated at best this morning. This is right along the Oklahoma-Arkansas border, and that will continue to push off to the east. Cannot rule out a stray shower or two in the area this morning, but again, no severe threats at this time. 51 here for Tulsa, 54 down in Okmulgee, 47 over in Grove. For the dog walking forecast, the earlier the better. We do have some storms rolling into the forecast by the afternoon and the evening hours. Those south winds will be with us, again, 15 to about 25 miles per hour. Check out these daytime highs. Julie and I were looking at them earlier saying, wow, what a difference it is across the area. We're going to be ranging quite a bit. We'll be lucky if we hit 62. We're right on that cusp of seeing either warmer or a little bit colder. So if you're up at Grand Lake, you're going to be in those 50s. Further south, Okmulgee down McAllister, you could be in those 70s. So quite the difference for today. And a lot of that has to do with the cold front that's sliding through later on tonight. Marginal and slight risk for a potentially stronger storm to develop. So that's level 1 and 2. Out of 5 for stronger storm development here in our location. Now, what we're looking at would be wind and mainly hail potential. Those are going to be our main concerns. Cannot rule out tornadoes, and flooding would be isolated depending on where those thunderstorms develop. As we know, they're capable of producing a lot of rain in that short amount of time. This is going to be after 6 p.m. tonight is when we're looking at this for the severe storm development. I went ahead and took the winds off. We know we're going to have gusty winds because it's going to play out, and I wanted you to see a little bit closer what we're looking at. Again, some showers early this morning are in the mix. No strong to severe threats are anticipated. Here we are by that 11 o'clock hour. Could start to see some sun peeking through, which is actually going to warm up some of those temperatures extending out towards Oklahoma City. Now, have your attention that we're going to see those showers and storms starting to fire up by about 5 o'clock, potentially further to the north. Watch what happens, though. We could see a strong development. This would be over the Grand Lake area, extending just off of Pryor by 6, 7 o'clock. I'm actually going to stand over here because, unfortunately, Osage, I know you guys need rainfall. Well, that severe threat's really going to race to the south. So if you're in LaFleur County, this is when we're going to see some of these thunderstorms developing. Now, how much potential, it's going to depend on the cap. We've talked about cap before, and cap is almost, imagine a pot of boiling water and you have a lid on it. That's what a cap is. When you let the lid off, then we have the right ingredients to get a stronger storm developing. So if we can lift that cap, then we could see one of these becoming stronger in nature. But for now, that cap is set in place. This is dropping just off to the south, and that severe threat will be out of here right now, looking to be by that 10 o'clock show. 40 degrees for your overnight low. Behind that passing front, we'll have some pretty gusty north winds with highs for tomorrow much cooler in the 50s. 55 will do it. Another friendly reminder, spring forward tonight. Sunrise for tomorrow will be at 7:40 a.m. Sunset, how about this? Close to 7:30 p.m. We're going to deal with some cooler temperatures in the next coming days after that front passes through, spiking those up to 70 by Wednesday with another front arriving just in time to do a little Irish jig there, Julie.
I'd like to see your Irish jig. Well, friends, if you're planning some day trips for spring